Shalom everyone, and welcome to your first adventure day. You will be exploring all 4 letters that you have learned thus far. And the way you'll be reviewing these letters is by looking at a famous song. So if you're a Christian and if you've been in church, you may have heard the song before. It is called How Great Is Our God. And instead of English, you'll be looking at it in Hebrew. And this song was translated in Hebrew by a Messianic Jew called Joshua Aaron. And after this video is over, what I want you to do is to go and look up his song. I will put the link in the description. And after the lesson, I want you to look up the song and listen to it and see if you can hear any of the letters that you've learned as he sings it. Okay? But first, what we're going to do is you're going to look at the song. Or specifically the lyrics of the song. And this is what it looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to color code it for you. So I'm going to read it out, and that way you will know what it sounds like, and I will explain the meaning of it, and then that way you will understand it when you go to listen to his song, when you hear him singing it. Okay, so first we'll start with this first line. This is Gadol. You probably have already seen this word before if you've seen the previous lessons. This is Gadol. This is Elohai. So Gadol, Elohai. And this is Shiru. So what you can do is you can also follow along here. This is the transliteration which I've done here for this. I've phonetically done my best to write out the Hebrew with English letters so that way you can follow along. So Gadol, Elohai, Shiru. So Gadol, Elohai means great is my God. And then Shiru means sing, or specifically telling you to sing along with the person. Saying Shiru, you sing. Then Ki Gadol Elohai. And that means for great is my God. So ki means for. It can mean for. So ki gadol Elohai. Now, kol echad yireh. And that means everyone will see. Kol means and echad. So everyone. Kol means every. Kad, one. Yireh will see. So kol echad yireh. Everyone will see. Ki gadol Elohai. That great is my God. So ki can mean for, or it can mean that. So it can have those two meanings. So it says everyone will see that great is my God. This is translated as literal as possible. And it may sound weird in English, but it's good kind of Hebrew. So this is how Hebrew is. It sounds weird in English though. Okay, next line. Shem me'al kol shem. That means name above every name. So shem means name. And now it sounds weird. In English, when we say shame, we don't think of name. But in Hebrew, shem means name. And then me'al, above is me'al. Then kol, every, and then shem again, name. Name above every name. Next line. Otecha ra'ui lehalel. And that means you are worthy to be praised. So this means you. This means worthy. Lehalel means to be praised. So you are worthy to be praised. Okay, next line is Libi Yashir, and it means my heart will sing. You probably heard in the previous lessons that the word Lev means heart. So you can see Lamed and Bet, that means heart. When you add a Yod, it means my heart. So my heart will sing. And it goes back to the same line again. Ki Gadol Elohai, for great is my God. So let's try and read the whole thing now. Gadol Elohai, Shiru Ki Gadol Elohai, Kol Echad Yireh Ki Gadol Elohai, Shem Me'al Kol Shem, Otecha Ra'ui Lehalel, Lebi Yashir Ki Gadol Elohai. Okay, so that's the song. Okay, so what you're going to do now is a letter search. You're going to try and see if you can find all the letters that you know. Okay? Ready, set, go. And time's up. These are all the letters. So let's take a look. So we have Gimmel, Dalet, then you have Aleph here. And there are a lot of those in this part of the passage. And if you go down, you can see the letter Bet. So these are all the letters. And now what I want you to try is, I want you to see if you can find all the Begad Kafat letters, okay? I'm going to put the timer up, and you're going to try and see if you can find those within all the letters that have been highlighted now. Now that you've found all the ones you know, you're going to try and see if you can find all the Begad Kafat letters. Ready, set, go. Time's up. And these are all the letters. So we have Gimmel, Dalet, and Bet. These are the ones you know so far that are from the Begad Kafat club. And if you're having trouble remembering them, just remember the word Begad Kafat. It will let you know which ones are in the club. So you have B sound, Bet, G sound for Gimmel, D sound for Dalet. So if ever you have trouble remembering what letters are part of this group, just remember the acronym and remember the sounds. Okay? Okay, what we'll be doing now is we'll be looking at a passage from the book of Numbers. And you may have heard of it being called the priestly blessing or the Aaronic blessing, sometimes called the benediction. So this is what we'll be looking at, okay? Now I'm going to read it to you in the Hebrew. If you want, you can follow along using the transliteration over here. And this is the translation over here, okay? Yivarechecha Yahweh v'yishmerecha Ya'er Yahweh panav elecha v'chunecha Yisa Yahweh panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And it translates to, may Yahweh bless you and keep you. May Yahweh make his face shine on you and show you his favor. May Yahweh lift up his face toward you and give you peace. And you may be familiar with this word, shalom. That's the word peace. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to find all the letters that you know in this passage. But first, I'm just going to remove the vowels, so now it's clearer for you to see the consonants and see if you can find them. Okay, I'm going to put the timer up, and you're going to try and find as many as you can. Ready, set, go. And time's up. So these are all the letters that you've learned so far in that are in this passage. So you have vet, the V sound here. It's not making a B sound, not B, but over here it's going to be a V. And then you have Aleph. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to see if you can find all the ones that you know that are part of the gutturals plus Resh club this time, okay? Ready, set, go. And time's up. These are all the letters that are part of the guttural plus Resh club. Well, not all of them, all the ones you know so far, okay? The only ones you know that are in the guttural plus Resh club so far, you know, is Aleph, okay? So what you should know going forward from this lesson, you should know all these letters, Aleph-Bet, Gimmel, and Dalet. And you should know that Bet can make two sounds. It can have a B sound and it can have a V sound, as in a V, the letter V sound, like in English, V, and then B. Okay? And you should know which letters are part of the Begad Kefat club by now. Bet, Gimmel, Dalet. They're part of the Begad Kefat club. And you should also know which letters are part of the gutturals plus Resh club. And that is the letter Aleph. Aleph is a guttural. So this is what you should know going forward from this lesson. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link two songs in the description. The one for How Great Is Our God by Joshua Aaron, and I'm going to link that in the description so you can listen to that song and see if you can hear any of the letters that you have learned so far. I'm also going to link another one of his songs which is for the priestly blessing, which is one of the passages you looked at today, and I will link that one as well in the description, and you can listen to that and see if you can hear the letters as well that you've learned today as well from that song. Okay, so until the next lesson, shalom and God bless.